How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Arcano. Today you join me on the beach at sunset. How romantic. But no, seriously, today we are going to be doing some building in the ocean. We're going to be building boats and a harbour. I say a harbour, it's more like a pier and a little sailboat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. And if you guys didn't know already, I have made a Discord server where each month I will be selecting a winner of a little build contest. So if you guys do want to send me your submissions in the Discord, that'd be really cool. Also, go subscribe to one of my best friends. His name is Prism. I will link him in the description where the Discord is as well. So yeah, go subscribe to him. And if you guys do enjoy this video, subscribe and like. So yeah. Let's get on with the video. So we're going to start off by placing a block on top of the ocean so that we can actually place below it. So we're going to get rid of this ice block and we're going to place a block below it. So we're going to go out 1 or 2 blocks to the left and right so that we can have a little bit more floor room. Because it is quite a small boat, but it also looks really nice. So once you get this rough shape, we are going to start hammering. So we're going to go down at the bottom here and we're going to make it look a little bit curved. So by doing it like this, the whole of the boat kind of gets a little curved shape. And we're going to do the same for the back, but instead of having a curve, we're going to have a little point. And we're just going to place that down, and if I could hammer correctly, I would be able to get it. I just did it again, and there we go. So you want to kind of point it inwards. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start replacing some of the wood with other types. So I'm using spooky wood and ebon wood and rich mahogany. So I use rich mahogany as my base, and I'm going in with a little bit of spooky wood now, just so I can add a little bit of texture to it. I'm also going to do a little bit of ebon wood, just to make it look a little bit more uneven. I do this so it can look like a bit more weathered of a boat, and it gives it a nice, well yeah, texture. And once you've done that, you can start building the mast, which is what we're going to do in the next step. So yeah, I'll see you then. So now we're going to work on the mast, and what I did is I hammered 4 blocks just to the side so we could have a little bit more room. So I'm going to go up a few blocks, and I'm using ebonwood fence here to give it a nice kind of rugged texture. And then I'm going to go in with some grey painted brass shelf I think I'm using. And first of all I'm going to put a little bit of wrought iron fence at the top. So now I'm going to go with metal shelf, not brass. I'm going to use metal shelf, and I'm going to put it in the middle and towards the top. And then I'm going to go in with some grey painted wooden shelf, and it gives it a nice little effect. I'm going to get rid of that one because I'm a bit bad at placing blocks. But yeah, once you've done that, we can move on to the sail. So I actually added some wooden walls to the bottom here as well, but we're going to start off by doing the sail. We're going to place a few at the top, and then we're going to make it kind of like curved. So we're going to add a few more in the front here, and then a few towards the bottom. So, wow, I can't place. I accidentally just broke one of the actual pieces of mast. Let me quickly replace that. And I'm actually going to remove one at the top here, and I just broke it again. Whoops, let me quickly put that back. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, and I left my paint sprayer on. So yeah, as I was saying, we're trying to get a nice little curve effect. So if I just place these 2 back, you can see it's quite nicely curved. And I think that adds a lot of volume to the build, and it really does make it look a bit more alive. So now we're going to start working on the pier. So what I've done is I have placed a block so that I can make it, well, the pier. And I'm just going to hammer some of these so I can make it a little bit more easily accessible. So I'm going to place down quite a few until I get about, I don't know, 2-3 blocks away from the ship. And then I'm going to start adding a few more details in. So I was thinking I might add some little supports going down all the way into the ocean. And maybe also some lampposts. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, not completely destroy it, but I'm going to mix in different types of wood again to give it a little bit more texture. And like sprinting along quickly with TerraSpark boots gives you a really easy way of just quickly and randomly replacing it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit more ebonwood fence, and one on its own is quite thin, so I'm probably going to do 2.
So
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some living leaf wall around some of the little pier, like, drop down things. And it gives it a really nice little moss effect. So like, you know how when things are in water, they gather a lot of weird algae and stuff. This is the effect I'm trying to go for here. And I think it turned out pretty great. It kind of looks like it's wrapping around actually. And I think I might do this if I do build some lampposts. So as you can see there, it kind of looks like it's wrapping around. Add a little bit more up there and it looks a little bit more natural. So now I'm going to add a little bit of fence. So I'm just going to run along, placing a bunch of ironwood fence, and then I'm going to go along and destroy a few of them, just to add a little bit of randomness into the fences. So if you just like spam click and run along, you can get some pretty good randomosity. Randomosity? Is that a word? It is now. But yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit more work on this part here, and I'll catch you in a sec. So now I'm going to start building up the lampposts. So we're going to start off by using some grey, no, not grey, we want brown painted pearl, no, not pearl wood, yeah, palm wood fence, brown painted palm wood fence. We're going to go up, I don't know, a few blocks up, and then we're going to use some boreal wood and we're going to hammer it into a little slope. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get some grey painted metal shelf, brass shelf. And we're going to hammer this 3 times so it's in the lower position. Then what we'll do is we will add a little bit of brown painted rope and a piece of grey painted smooth granite and a lantern. And a little bit of chain on the back. So I'll catch you when I've done that. I have just finished up building the second one. Well, I just need to place in the lantern now. But then I would have finished it. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more like touching up, add a little bit of decoration here and there, and I think that will wrap up the build. And yeah, let's see the finished build. So the build's complete, and I think I did a pretty good job on this. As you can see, I put a little bit of moss, algae kind of growing around in a spiral around the lampposts, and I think that looks pretty nice. I put a small dynasty wood chest and an iron anvil just on the boat to give it a little bit more, well, use. I also put a little bit more moss on the bottom of the boat, and I think in total it looks quite nice. Later in the year I might do a little bit more of a revamp of this build. And as you see, if you come over here, I've placed 2 barrels, a chest, and a few little crates, so it looks like that might be a fishing boat. I think that would be a pretty good idea. What if I did build a fishing boat? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure that you do like and subscribe. It's been great, and I'll see you in the next one.